Your Excellency, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, our guest of honor, Honorable Roger Massieng, President of the SADC Parliamentary Forum and Speaker of the National Assembly of Seychelles, Right Honorable Dr. Tulia Ackson, Speaker of the National Assembly of the United Republic of Tanzania, our host, the Right Honorable Ms. Nelly Butete Kashumba Muti, Speaker of the National Assembly of Zambia, distinguished honorable speakers, honorable members, and heads of delegates of the SADC Parliamentary Forum, Honorable Regina Esperon, the chairperson of the Regional Women's Parliamentary Caucus, Honorable Hussein Bashe, Minister of Agriculture in the Government of the United Republic of Tanzania, our honorable members of the Parliament of the United Republic of Tanzania, Honorable John Mungela, Arusha Regional Commissioner, Ms. Nenelo Amwimba, Clerk of the National Assembly of Tanzania, members of the Diplomatic Corps, clerks and Secretaries General of SADC Parliamentary Forum member parliaments, the SADC Parliamentary Secretariat, Secretariat of the National Assembly of Tanzania, staff of Parliament from all our national parliaments, the media, all invited guests, allow me to say, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I feel greatly honored and privileged to address you at this critically important occasion marking the 53rd Plenary Assembly Session of the Southern African Development Committee Parliamentary Forum. We have all gathered here to contribute towards strengthening legislative governance in Southern Africa. This is a subject which is so dear to my heart, and I believe it is also dear to the hearts of many citizens of SADC. I therefore embrace this opportunity to introduce our esteemed delegations with the utmost humility. Honorable members, as we embark on this August 53rd Plenary Assembly Session, I wish to express my gratitude to all delegates from our member countries across the SADC region for their dedicated participation. I would like to acknowledge with appreciation the commitment and resolve taken by National Assembly and Government of the United Republic of Tanzania to host this statutory and pertinent engagement. As you may be all aware, the United Republic of Tanzania is a land of wonders in Africa. Endowed with a rich cultural heritage and jaw-dropping landscapes, teeming with abundant wildlife, world-renowned robust tourist attractions, and amazing historical sites. Indeed, honorable members, Arusha, the Geneva of Africa, shines with a jewel in the midst of our continent. The unmistakable hospitality of the city is felt through the warmth of its people, and thank you, Tanzania, for welcoming us. In this regard, we are immensely grateful that this August Assembly is meeting in Arusha, a place with so much significance on the African landscape and the history of our liberation struggles in Southern Africa. Honorable members, I wish to put it on record that this is the 4th time that the Parliament of the United Republic of Tanzania is hosting the SADC Parliamentary Forum Plenary Assembly. I wish to applaud you, Madam Speaker, Honorable Dr. Tulia Axon, as well as my highly capable sister, the Clerk of the National Assembly, Ms. Nanelwa J. Muihambi, for the meticulous arrangements made for the convenience of delegates to this 53rd Plenary Assembly session. We owe them a huge debt of gratitude for their excellence and professionalism in providing befitting facilities for convening the 53rd Plenary Assembly session. Honorable members, this is the third physical gathering of the Assembly session in the post-COVID-19 global pandemic era. Honorable members, I wish to highlight progress for the benefit of our guest of honor, which has been made by the SADC Parliamentary Forum in the execution of the Strategic Plan 2019 to 2023. The Strategic Plan framed the parameters of the Forum's activities over the past 4.5 years. Many success stories were registered and significant lessons learned. These will undoubtedly inform the successor strategic plan as we also seek to expand the role of parliamentarians in building the future of our regional economic community. During the period under review, and for the first time in the history of the SADC Parliamentary Forum, a process of domesticating 3 model laws began during this strategic plan of 2019 to 2023. Initiatives to domesticate the SADC model law on elections, which was adopted in December 2018, began in January 2019. Whilst the domestication of the SADC model law on gender-based violence, which was adopted in 2021, and the model law on public financial management, which was also adopted in 2022, are already underway for consideration. Monitoring of these domestication processes is being conducted by the SADC Parliamentary Forum Regional Model Laws Parliamentary Oversight Committee. Your Excellency and honorable members, we have another 6 months to proceed with domestication initiatives before wrapping up with the current strategic plan. And the progress so far is indeed promising. Along the way, we naturally continue to rely on the advocacy role of our members of parliament to lead deliberations and open avenues for progressive domestication to take place in consultation with multi-stakeholders at country level. The adoption of normative legal standards for benchmarking of national parliaments is not the only progress that has been made by the SADC Parliamentary Forum. The Forum has adopted principles and guidelines for national parliaments to address the implementation of human rights and to curb corruption, among others. These documents support the existing Bill of Rights of the SADC Parliamentary Forum. Furthermore, tremendous progress has been made by improving the robustness of the SADC Parliamentary Forum institutional framework. The Committee of Clerks and Secretaries-General has grown into a stalwart organ of the Forum, which advises the Executive Committee and the Office of the Secretary-General on administrative issues. The institutional framework is now supported by an oath or affirmation of adherence sworn by new SADC Parliamentary Forum members, which gives credence to the core values and guiding principles of the SADC Parliamentary Forum. More importantly, the Forum has also obtained policy approval from the SADC Summit of Heads of States and Government to transform into a regional parliament. As we meet, this long-awaited transformation is now within arm's reach, and national parliaments are encouraged to continue to support the final steps to actualize the transformation through the signature of the agreement amending the SADC Treaty, and eventually by considering of the protocol. We are thus drawing closer to our coveted regional objective to have a SADC parliament, which will promote further interparliamentary integration. On this note, allow me to seize this opportunity to also wish this August Assembly a belated Happy International Day of Parliamentarism, which was celebrated by the Forum just a few days ago and other parliaments around the globe on the 30th of June 2023. The SADC Parliamentary Forum is seized with promoting democracy through parliamentarism, or heightening parliamentary democracy at the regional level. It does so by implementing programs and pursuing initiatives which build the capacity of members of parliament to uphold democratic principles, preserve the rule of law, and promote sovereignty and independence of parliaments. Where parliaments are established by the constitution of the member states, the Forum also supports constitutionalism and the need to respect the constitution at all times, especially when parliament delivers its lawmaking functions. The Forum, therefore, is indebted to promote values which constitute the pillars of democracy. It is by sharing these values at regional level under the auspices of the Forum that member parliaments grow together, share lessons, and develop peer experiences which enhance democracy in our region as a whole. Our aim, honorable members, is to make the SADC region an epitome of democracy in the world for others to emulate. With such earnest progress, I wish to thank this plenary assembly for its impetus and willingness to approve initiatives that make the SADC Parliamentary Forum go further in pursuing parliamentary excellence. The diversity of our membership present today shows that the Forum is on the right track and remains as relevant as it was at inception. Director of Ceremonies, in line with the established practice of this August Plenary Assembly, allow me now to inform our guest of honor and distinguished delegates that this 53rd Plenary Assembly session has drawn delegates from the following countries. I wish to request that the delegates kindly rise for the benefit of the guest of honor as I mention your leader of delegation and country. The National Assembly of Angola, a delegation of 5 members led by Honorable Pedro Sebastião, Member of Parliament. The Parliament of Botswana, a delegation of 5 members led by Honorable Boemo Moatlhodi, the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. The Parliament of the Democratic Republic of Congo, a delegation of 6 members led by Honorable Sekgoma T. Masai, Vice President of Senate. The Parliament of the Kingdom of Eswatini, a delegation of 6 members led by Honorable Petros Mavimbela, Speaker of the House of Assembly. The Parliament of the Kingdom of Lesotho, a delegation of 6 members led by Honorable Tlohans Kamani, Speaker of the National Assembly. You are welcome. The Parliament of Malawi, a delegation of 8 members, of which 2 are observers, led by Honorable Aisha Adams Mambo, the second Deputy Speaker. The Parliament of Namibia, a delegation of 7 members, of which 2 are observers, led by Honorable Philippus Wido Katamelo, Member of Parliament. The National Assembly of Seychelles, a delegation of 3 members, led by Honorable Roger Massieng, Speaker of the National Assembly and President of the SADC Parliamentary Forum. The Parliament of South Africa, a delegation of 5 members, led by Honorable Nosiviwe Mapisa Ngakula, Speaker of the National Assembly. The Parliament of the United Republic of Tanzania, a delegation of 6 members, led by Honorable Dr. Tulia Ackson, Speaker of the National Assembly, our host. The National Assembly of Zambia, a delegation of 6 members, led by Honorable Nelly B.K. Muti, Speaker of the National Assembly. The Parliament of the Republic of Zimbabwe, a delegation of 6 members, led by Honorable Advocate Jacob Francis Nzwidamililo Modenda, Speaker of the National Assembly. May we also recognize clerks and secretaries-generals of member parliaments here present who are among us. The SADC Parliamentary Forum Secretariat. Last but not least, all the staff from member parliaments and the Parliament of the United Republic of Tanzania, our host. Your Excellency, the parliaments of Madagascar, Mauritius, and Mozambique sent apologies of absence. At this point, Your Excellency, we also have members of parliament invited by the host parliament, the United Republic of Tanzania, as observers. These are 9 Arusha regional representatives. May they kindly rise. 6 IPU representatives. We have 7 Commonwealth Parliamentary Association representatives. We have 5 Great Lakes representatives. We also have 3 ACP EU representatives. We also have among us 61 members of parliament of the United Republic of Tanzania. Invited guests, Master of Ceremony, allow me also to introduce distinguished guests from our cooperating partners that the SADC Parliamentary Forum has invited to the plenary assembly. And I wish to request them to kindly also rise for the benefit of our guest of honor as I call out your name. Dr. Roba Sharamo, who is representing International IDEA. Mr. Dercio Alfazema and Mr. Egidio Vaz, representing Institute para Democracia Multipartidariya, IMD of Mozambique. Mr. Joseph Ngwawi, representing SADC, based in Harare. Mr. Joab Okanda, Action Aid, Pan-African Senior Advocacy Advisor. Mr. John, oh, he's present, thank you very much. Mr. John Vutoi, Arasa representative. Thank you. Director of Ceremonies, Your Excellencies, and distinguished delegates, permit me to conclude by thanking the government and the Parliament of the United Republic of Tanzania, through you, Honorable Dr. Tulia Ackson, our host speaker, for graciously hosting the SADC Parliamentary Forum, 53rd Plenary Assembly Session in this beautiful city of Arusha. I wish all distinguished delegates fruitful deliberations. I thank you, asante sana.